Today I'm going to explain Java generic, you basically using wildcard, super, extend, type parameter, how to use this. So this thing actually related to hierarchy. So I create a hierarchy kind of things like class animal, then dog, and then puppy, and then we know that everything is object is the super parent. So object, animal, dog, puppy, that's the hierarchy. Now I'll start with the example because we can understand better with the example. So let's start the example. So this is the regular thing, list, animal, new array list. This is the animal list. Now add with wildcard. Add with wildcard. So what is wildcard? So first, wildcard is the when we have the question mark, that's called wildcard. And here when addition, then we have to use super. And this signature actually it ensure two things. The first thing is that the list type. What is the list type? List type is will be the super of dog. What is the super of dog here? Super of dog is dog, animal, object. So the list must be list of object, list of animal, list of dog. Okay, this is one thing. This another thing, it is also defining at the same time, that is dog is the lower bound. It means the dog, it can be dog or it could be puppy. So it means I can add only dog or puppy. Okay, so this is the next one. Next item is the regular, is just adding a dog here, but it could be a puppy because this the dog is the parent. So let's go back. So I adding a new dog here, another one I add a puppy. The same thing here, I'm adding a puppy. Nothing. Okay, so one I added items to the animals, so I want to retrieve it. So if you want to retrieve it, then animals is the array, we know. Then you get at 0 means index or the first item. But the thing is that you need a casting here. Without cast, see here, doesn't work. And casting is not good. Because why casting is not good? See, but casting may cause class cast exception at runtime if the actual type is not what I expect. Okay, it might happen. So to avoid class cast, to avoid casting, we can do one thing. Retrieve with extend, which is retrieve with wildcard but with extend keyword like this. So this is the example where you don't need casting. See here I'm retrieving, but retrieving how this, we need to explain this one. So before that it was super is adding, and extend is reading. It's not adding, it's reading. So how it means anything which extend animal. So the list can be anything. The list can be list of animal, it could be list of dog, it could be list of puppy. Okay, this three item, it could be this list. And then once you get this one, then we can do list dot get 0, the first item. See here, there is no casting here. So in this way, if I do, then we don't need casting. Okay, now go back again. We'll do the next one. Now we can do the retrieve with type parameter. So another thing, we can also retrieve with type parameter. How to, no casting is required. So we can, if you like, we can do also type parameter. So how it is used? So retrieve with type parameter. Here we have to do like, we have to define the type. So type parameter means we have to first define of the type. So here this means we are defining a type. The type we are mentioning that the any type which extend animal, So extend animal means it could be animal, dog, or puppy. So T is now animal, it could be animal, dog, or puppy. So we already defined the T and then use the T. So here I'm using, so this T is animal, dog, and puppy. Okay, and I'm saying that also return T. So returning also animal, dog, and puppy, and then we can easily retrieve it. Just let's get 0. No casting is required. So go back again. Here I want to say that add with type parameter. Okay. Another thing is that we can add with type parameter. With the type parameter, like retrieve with type parameter, we did that with extend. With the extend, see here, with the extend, we retrieve it. With the extend, we can also add it. Okay. With the type parameter, when using extend, also you can add it with the type parameter. But look at it. But with the wildcard, we cannot add. We only can retrieve. But with the type parameter, we can add also. So in this example, similar things. T extend dog, it means the type, it defines the type. So extend dog means it could be dog or could be puppy. So T is defined. So T is used here, and T is returning, and it doesn't return anything. It's returning void, but we are writing the T also used here, T item. So if it is T was defined extend dog, it could be, as mentioned, it could be a dog or puppy. So whatever T it is added. Okay. So this way you can add also. So let's go back now. Now just system printout. Okay, that's not important. Now another thing I can same idea I can do it here. Let me get through again this one, so it make you more, maybe it give you more clear idea. Okay, list here, as I mentioned, that this is the wildcard. It means extend dog. So it means extend dog. See here, let's copy this part so it is more clear. Extend dog, so it could be dog or puppy. Okay, but we cannot add new dog. Why? Because we don't know the exact type. We don't know the exact type. So that's why you cannot add it. We need to know the exact type. But that's why we cannot add this one. Okay. But here, how I'm adding it here, animal list, because here animal we know the exact type. This is animal. That here is working. We can add it. Okay. And now you can say why I'm able to add this one. Here also I can exact type. I know this is dog. Also this is it could be dog or it could be puppy. But so we know the bound. So here it could be dog or puppy. So then you can add it in this case. Okay. But here I cannot add it because wildcard means we don't know the exact type. Exact type we don't know. So that's why we cannot add this one. Okay. Please. Okay. Now summary. Summary, I can say that when you do wildcard extend T, it means this is very important. Wildcard extend T, I can read it from it. So when you do wildcard extend, I can read. Okay. When you do wildcard super, I can write it to it. I can write to the list. Wildcard super. This is very important. So this is very important in the sense that by looking at the signature, I can say this signature, this method is only for reading. If I have this one and looking at this signature, we can easily say, I don't have to look at the code. I know that this will be writing to some list or collection. If you have a super, it will be writing. But with a type parameter, we cannot say definitely, because type parameter can read and write both. So this is the advantage using this one, because it has a specific task. So I think this is good. Another thing is, I mentioned here list doc. I know the exact type, so I can add doc and its subtype. Say this is the regular things. List question mark extend doc. The exact type is not known. So this question mark means I don't know what type it will be. So any type which could be doc or puppy in this case. In our example, it could be dot in this case. Adding or not allowed by the compiler, but by the compiler it will not allowed. So this actually, because we don't know exact type here, because of that. But here I look same thing, question mark super doc. With this question mark super doc is actually, this means the list which is passed in this in here, that could be dog, animal, or object. But here dog is, when adding is dog or puppy. Okay, so adding is dog and puppy, so we already know that it must be dog and puppy, so we in this way we can add it. Okay, you have to understand between this, why this did not add and this I allowed to add, because here we don't know the exact type. I know the exact type because it is, you know that this is dog or it could be puppy, but we know the exact type, but actually don't know which would be. So you know that here I wrote like this. I know that the list hold at least dog or any subclass of dog. Therefore, adding dog is allowed by the compiler. So by this, I understand that adding element to a list need to know exact type. Otherwise, it caused the runtime error. Another thing we know that this is important, that wildcard, using wildcard extend, I can read from it. We don't need to see the method. We look at the signature and then understand, look at the signature and we know that what the method is doing. We don't have to look at the code. Say if we have this, then I know it is reading. If you have this code, I know this is writing. So this is a good thing. Another thing, another thing is type parameter. With using the type parameter, we can read and write both with the type parameter. I think it's okay. Thanks. Bye.